computer. Hello, Farooq. Hello, Harpreet. On the validation tool. On the validation record. We're gonna record, validate Farooq's tool. So Farooq, it's training and assessment pathway or RPO.
It's training and assessment pathway.
Okay. And what's your unit, please?
So I'm sharing my screen. Can you see my screen right now? Training.gov.
Yes.
So yeah, my unit of competency is AHCMOM 204, undertake operational maintenance of machinery.
Okay.
As you see, is a current unit of competency.
Yeah. Just a second, Farooq. Can you please tell me the documents that I needed? Do you have an assessment plan?
So yeah, I have a assessment plan.
Assessment
I have
guide.
Assessment guide. I have two observation checklists.
Okay.
Observation checklist 1 and observation checklist 2. Knowledge questions, written knowledge questions.
Okay.
And record of assessment and validation. And record of assessment. That's all.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna read. This is the procedure. I have to read it. It's a code of conduct. So first of all, first is to be honest, respectful, and open-minded with the validation leader and with each other. Second one is to enable equal airtime, allow everyone to have their say without interruption. To share diverse opinions, aim for consensus. Sorry for the pronunciation. Fourth one is the validation leader will decide the response to be mixed feedback. In the event that validation participants have mixed feedback and do not reach consensus for a particular validation criterion, the validation leader will note all the feedback and make the final decision. Copyright. Please respect copyright of the materials and templates used in the validation. All validation materials are provided commercially in confidence. Do not distribute them to others. Confidentiality. You will be named as a participant in this validation, and this validation record will be openly available to anyone with a valid reason to review it. So we're gonna do the now validation sign off. I'm gonna do I will be the validation lead.
Yeah.
Rook.
Yeah, I'm the tool developer.
Yeah.
So.
And Harpreet.
Yeah.
So I'm item 1, Farooq item 2, Harpreet item 1. Okay. Harpreet?
Yep.
Do you have any vocational competencies and current industry skills relevant to this assessment?
No, I don't.
Okay. So have you have current knowledge and skills in vocational teaching and learning?
Yes, still developing. Yes.
Okay. Item 4 is this.
Yeah.
Okay. So Farooq, do you have a vocational competency and current industry skills relevant to the assessment?
Yeah. Yes.
And the current knowledge skills?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Farooq, for confirming that. So unit and tool review. So can you please take us through the unit of competency?
Yeah, so unit of competency, undertake operational maintenance of machinery is current. And the application is, this unit of competency describes the skill and knowledge required to prepare for, carry out and complete operational maintenance of machinery used in the agriculture, horticulture and land management sectors. The unit applies to individuals who undertake routine work under general supervision with limited autonomy and accountability when conducting machinery maintenance tasks. So there is no licensing or prerequisite unit required.
So take me through your assessment plan, please, first.
Yeah, sure. Stop sharing and start sharing the next one, assessment plan. You can see it?
Yeah. Can you make a font smaller?
Zoom out like this.
Yeah.
It's better now?
I think it was better earlier.
Earlier better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better now.
Okay, sure. So IQF level is 2, is a training and assessment pathway. The candidates are the TEVIL Hub employees, and the assessor is ABC Training House. So I will have 3 methods of assessment: maintain machinery 1, maintain machinery 2, and knowledge questions.
Okay.
Equipment required: vehicles, hedge trimmers, tools, hoist, roller jack.
Sorry to interrupt, Farouk. So you have 2 observations. You're doing 2 observations.
Yeah, 2 observations.
Okay, 2 observations.
2 work place observations. Yeah.
Oh, all good.
Because you will see later in my assessment plan, I'm gonna need to use 2
separate ones.
Yeah, in the assessment
capturing the evidence and
yeah, in the assessment requirement, I need 2 different machinery pieces. So the company SOPs and WHS policies, work orders, maintenance record, and report forms will be needed. So people to be informed: supervisor, HR manager, and employees. So we have maintain machinery 1, maintain machinery 2, and knowledge questions as name of the tasks. And this is the list of my PCs: confirm work with supervisor, select tools, inspect tools, identify work health and safety, fit and use personal protective equipment.
Yeah.
All of them, they're gonna be part of the checklist, observation checklist, except identify work health and safety hazards and report safety concerns to the supervisor. This will include knowledge question as well.
Agree.
Perform scheduled maintenance, undertake basic servicing, adjust equipment, and apply basic diagnostic techniques as report more serious or complex fault for referral. But all of them, they're going to be included in both of observation checklist. Complete maintenance activities: clean and store tools, collect, treat, dispose, or recycle waste, clean, return to operation conditions, and maintain work areas, complete enterprise records of machinery maintenance, all of them as observations. So the range of conditions: machinery must include at least 2 of the following machines. So I selected hedge trimmers for observation checklist 2 and vehicle for observation checklist 1. Is that clear?
Can you go up a little bit?
Yeah.
Range of conditions.
Yeah, range of conditions of the assessment.
Okay. So these were the tools that you had, and any tool you could.
No,
tools
not
or-
the tools, not
Not
the
the
tools,
tools,
but
I would
the
say.
machinery.
At least
Yeah, machinery and any
Yeah.
tool you have.
done,
selected.
Farooq.
Okay.
You can
Or-
move ahead.
Yep.
Yeah. And basic servicing tasks must include maintenance, intervals, schedule daily check, machinery damage and serviceability, removal and replacement of faulty parts, tagging complex faulty parts, checking for missing parts, fluid leaks and levels, fuel level, machine controls, servicing task applicable to machinery. All of these observation checklists. Basic diagnostic techniques must include at least one of the following: inspection and troubleshooting. So to give the candidate more chance, I will include the inspection and troubleshooting in both observation checklists so that he can show this twice, and I will judge him on at least one. Same for fault finding. Performance evidence, identify work health and safety hazard. We're gonna be including on observation checklist 1 and knowledge questions. Select and prepare tools and equipment, both checklist, observation checklist. Carry out lubrication and operation servicing, both observation checklist. As the rest of them, conduct basic diagnostic tests, report simple faults, and report and tag more serious faults, collect, remove, and recycle, dispose of waste according to enterprise environment policies, maintain records of machinery maintenance, follow enterprise work health and safety policies. For the knowledge questions, so I have 11 areas. Type and use of lubricants, knowledge questions, operational principles of machinery, including mechanical and auto electrical systems. This one, it will be included in checklist 2 and knowledge questions. Servicing characteristic of plant and equipment. It will be observed on the checklist. Types, characteristics, uses, and limitation of hand powers. Checklist 1. Function of components of common mechanical and hydraulic system, knowledge questions, different working principles of 2-stroke, 4-stroke petrol and diesel engines, knowledge question, setup requirements of plant and equipment and principal calibration, observation checklist 1, basic diagnostic process and techniques, both checklists, environmental code of practice with regard to maintenance activities, checklists, both of them, WHS environmental, legislative, and enterprise requirement and codes of practice, knowledge questions, and hazard identification procedures, knowledge questions.
Fantastic. Yeah,
So,
show dimensions.
yeah, so the assessment conditions competency is to be assessed in the workplace or simulated environment that accurately reflects performance in the real workplace settings. All evidence collected must meet minimum requirements, including industry standard time frames for performance of tasks. And the assessor must satisfy current standards for RTOs. Dimensions of competence, task skills, PC 2.1, undertake machinery basic servicing tasks in line with workplace practices. Task management skills, PC 1.2, select tools and supplies that conform with job requirements and maintenance plan. Contingency management skills, report serious or complex fault to supervisor. Job role environment skills, clean and maintain work areas and return to operating condition.
Sounds good.
Okay, so
Good.
observation checklist 1 is vehicle.
Farooq, sorry to
yeah.
disturb you. It says, what is the AQF level? Sorry, Farooq.
Is 2. Is cert 2. So it's right here. AQF level 2, because we have here the number 2 at the start of it.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. So we're gonna start with checklist number 1.
Farooq, where are the candidate group details?
TA Wheel Hub crew
Okay.
employees. TA Wheel Hub employees.
Okay.
So they usually do the gardening and they look after the whole area. So they use different types of agricultural machinery like
Okay.
lawn mower and hedge trimmer. And they use vehicles as well as utes. So observation checklist 1 will include vehicle, and observation checklist 2 will include hedge trimmer.
Okay. Thank you.
I will share my screen on the observation checklist 1.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I got this knowledge questions. You see it?
Yep.
So task name, maintain machinery 1. The assessor will monitor the candidate during observable task and assess and monitor the candidate safely. Applicable PPE must be worn. The candidate instructions: the candidate will collect the work order, maintenance checklist and logbook, and confirm with the supervisor the activity to be undertaken on the vehicle Isuzu registered AAA 111. Collect the tools and supplies needed for the maintenance operation, conduct basic diagnostic and on the problem reported on the vehicle, carry out lubrication and operational service on the ute in accordance with the TAVLWS policy, fill up the maintenance records, collect, remove, and recycle or dispose of waste according to TAV environmental procedures, clean tools and working area.
I have a suggestion here, Farooq. If you can just give bullet points.
On which part? Instructions?
To all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So starting from collect the tools. It would make it a bit more clearer for the candidate.
Yeah, what about this?
No, I'm saying bullet points to all the instructions over here, starting from the first one.
Bullet points.
Yeah, okay. Bullet points. What did you think I said?
Just I didn't hear it, so.
No, bullet points to
here
all.
We go.
So it
bullet
becomes
points.
a bit more clear.
Okay.
Yep.
So the candidate will need to satisfactorily demonstrate each of the observation criteria listed in the following pages in order to achieve satisfactory outcome for tasks. The candidate will need tools, PPE, work uniform, company SOPs, the hedge trimmer maintenance lookbook and instructions, work order, repair order, service parts, recycle and waste bins, fluid drainers. The assessor will provide observation checklist, candidate guide, and ABC training house appeal procedures and policy. So the candidate must complete the student details before starting the task. And the assessor will provide the feedback and the task outcome when it's finished.
Okay. Thank you. You can go down, Farooq.
Yeah, so if the candidate have any questions about the assessment outcome, should speak to the assessor. If this conversation does not resolve your concern, you can appeal the decision within the 10 working days of the assessment by contacting the quality department. So this is the list for the candidate. What the candidate has to do from 1 to 8.
Okay.
I will go straight to the. So this is what the assessor needs to do for preparation. Prepare candidate for the task, obtain candidate signature, complete observation checklist, indicate reasonable adjustment, complete and sign feedback, complete observation checklist, and the assessment task.
Good job, Farooq. Everything looks fantastic so
the
far.
assistants, yes, support may be provided through clarification of task requirements by directing the candidate to further resources to help complete the task. During this observable task, monitor the safety of the candidate at all the times. So the first task is collect work order, maintenance checklist, and logbook, confirm with the supervisor, and collect the parts, fluids, and loops needed for the maintenance operation. This will cover PC 1.1, 1.2, KE3, reading, oral communication, and navigate the world of work. For the assessor guidance, the candidate must show reading and communication skills to distinguish the task on the work order.
Excuse me, Farooq. Can we do the mapping, Harpreet?
Yep. I'll just open it up.
Task 2, select appropriate tool and personal protective equipment. Yeah.
Farooq, wait, please.
Sure.
All right. The first one is prepare for maintenance.
So, okay, I will roll back. Collect work order, maintenance checklist. So we have PC 1.1 and PC 1.2.
So yeah, 1.1 is confirmed with supervisor activity to be undertaken, including identifying and reporting potential hazards and risk and implementing safe working practices to manage risks.
Yeah.
And PC 1.2 is select tools and supplies that conform with the job requirements. So it is collect the
maintenance plan.
Yeah. So it should be fine.
Yeah. K3.
So 2 PCs are done and
K.
Form. I'll just go through the key as well.
Servicing characteristics of plant and equipment.
Servicing characteristics of plant and equipment. So oiling and everything, I think that is covered. All right, let's move to the next one.
Yeah.
So 2 pieces are covered and 1 KE have been covered.
Number 2, select appropriate tool and personal protective equipment. Carry out pre-start check on the hoist. Check the drainers. So remember, we're using car.
In your tool, if you can see point number 2, some have capitals in the beginning, some have smalls. If you can, have a consistency with those.
Yeah.
And even
good
with the
point.
So even if you can bullet point the assessor guidance, it would make it a bit clearer the way you have done at bottom as well. So it would give a good outlook to your tool then.
Point.
Yep. Even in the top one, if you can bullet point it.
Which one?
Point number 1 as well. Did the candidate, the previous one? Yes, this one. The candidate, see the beginning is over here. If you can bullet point and just you can correct the capitals and the small letters everywhere in the document.
Okay, I will look after all the capitals letters later, so we don't waste time.
Yeah, we will not do it now. Just let me know. All right, let's move on to
PC 1.2 and PC 1.3 and PC 1.4 are covered in task number 2.
Okay, let me have a look.
We will ask you, Farooq, to scroll. Okay, let us have a check.
One 1.2 is select tools and supplies that conform with job requirements and maintenance plan. So in Farooq, when you say 17 mm spanner, oil filter, so you have said extra assessor guidance. What are we doing over here?
This is the tools, the list of the tools needed. So 17 mm spanner, 19 mm impact socket, oil filter strap tool.
So he's preparing for the task with this. Okay.
Yeah, this is the list for the guide.
Yeah, I know it is. All good.
Number 3, conduct basic diagnostic tests.
We will just go through your, I think 3 pieces are covered.
Yeah.
AE, we will go through your PE.
Yeah.
We will go to through this PE1 and PE2.
Yeah, here is we have in
The
point
same
number
one.
2. Yeah.
PE2, you have done PE2 already?
Yep. Perform scheduled maintenance.
Yeah.
We
You want
have
to see
PE4
PE1?
now.
PE4.
Wait, Farooq, wait.
PE4 is here. Conduct basic diagnostic test, identify the problem, report to the supervisor, carry out repairs, and tag defective parts.
Done.
Okay, this is the longest task, as you see
I
here.
think how many have we captured? We have captured, Aarti? PE2.
2 already we captured. PE.
So we will move to your
PC.
knowledge questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the most important task here is carry out lubrication operation service. This is the whole list of what's going to be done.
Okay, we have one KE7 over here. We can
And
go
this one
through that.
covers PE3, PE5, PE6, PE7, and knowledge evidence 7, and all the foundation skills. And as you see here, the rest of the tasks 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we have the mapping and the assessor guidance.
So it is, can we go to KE7? We'll capture one KE over here, and then we will move to your knowledge questions.
Okay, KE7.
Yep. So
right here. So
yeah,
what does
says,
KE7 say?
It says about something about two-stroke, and I'll just read it.
Can you read it out loud, the KE7 for me,
different
please?
working principles of two-stroke, four-stroke petrol and diesel engines.
Yeah, so this vehicle is
Setup requirements of plant and equipment and principles of calibration.
No, it is the top one, I think. 1, 2,
No,
3,
it's KE7.
5, 6, 7.
setup requirements of plant and equipment and principle of calibration.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So where have you captured this KE?
On this, yeah, exactly. This one, the candidate must find and use the equipment operation and maintenance manuals, and candidate must show knowledge of using measurement tools and how to calibrate them.
Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Done.
So we are left with just one case. Okay. We can move to the knowledge question.
I still have a checklist number 2.
Oh yeah. We
You can show it.
Yeah. Okay. Maintain machinery 2. Is that what you see, guys?
Yep.
Yep.
So almost the same. And the candidate instructions, and they take the hedge trimmer with the hedge trimmer code that does not use another hedge trimmer, because in the so the rest of it is almost the same. We will go straight away to the same conditions. Collect work order, maintenance checklist and logbook, confirm with the supervisor the activity. Covers the same one as the other one. Select appropriate tool and personal protective equipment. PC 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Farooq, just a question. Did you have any time limit or something like that in your workplace observation?
Now, for the workplace observation, there is no time limit.
Okay, so
because it depends. We're using the workplace machinery, so it depends on the type of the service. It depends on the type of the fault finding.
okay.
It can take minutes or could take hours. So it depends
So
on the task itself.
how long you gonna assess that candidate? Like 2 hours, 4 hours, 1 hour?
You cannot tell.
Depending upon the task.
Depend on the task.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long it's gonna take.
So literally we visit the workplace and ask the supervisor for a job to be done.
Okay.
And we take a look at it, and then we assess the candidate on the way he's doing it.
Yeah, you can move ahead, please.
Okay, so third task, conduct basic diagnostic tests required for maintenance for hedge trimmer running graph. So identify the problem, report to the supervisor, carry out repairs, and tag defective parts, PC 2.3, 2.4, PE4, KE2, and KE8.
We'll assess K2 here.
Operating principles of machinery, including mechanical and auto electrical systems. So auto electrical
K2, that's the one.
principles of machinery.
Yeah, so
we have seen that. Yeah.
Identify the problem of why the hedge trimmer is running graph. So while doing this,
sorry, Farooq, can you please clear this? Operating principles of machinery, including mechanical and auto electrical system, right?
Okay.
That's a K2,
so,
but where is it? I couldn't see it in your task.
Okay, so here's the thing. When you're going to diagnose the problem on the machinery, you need to know how it works so that you can figure out what's wrong with it. And in the assessment guide, during this task, ask the candidate about the ignition system and to explain how it works. The ignition coil or module for two-stroke engine regulates the ignition. This is the answer.
Okay.
So there is verbal questions gonna be done during the.
Yeah, but why are we doing it during the observation?
Yeah.
So in this case, because you're asking the candidate to do a diagnostic on problem on a machinery, we will need to know that he understands exactly what he's doing and what he's looking for. Not just because probably someone else told him.
Yep.
Yeah, he could be told by someone else, yeah, on this one we have the spark plug problem. So I need the candidate to explain this during his diagnostic, why he's checking these parts, not other parts.
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
Next one, carry out lubrication and operational service in accordance with the AVWHS policy and the work order. So the candidate must carry out safely, and the candidate must use the right PPE for this operation. This covers PC15, 2.1, 2.2, 2.4, PE3, PE5, and PE8. And for the assessor guidance, there is the whole list of bullet points here, what the candidate needs to do. Next task is the maintenance record, and then collect, remove, recycle, or dispose of waste according to AV environment procedure. Place the hedge trimmer in its canvas case and store it securely in the designated spot. Clean tools and store them away in designated spot. And the last one, clean working area.
Yes, done.
Yeah, so these ones, they cover the PC3, 3.1, 3.3, 3.4, and 3.2.
Yes, you can go ahead, Farooq.
Okay, so
Can you please take us through your
knowledge questions?
Knowledge.
Yes, please.
Yeah. This is a knowledge question. You can see them.
Yes.
So
Verbal.
sorry, I said written earlier is verbal questioning instrument.
Okay.
So the assessment control environment is safe from any risk when conducting the written question. No further WHS issues. The candidate must answer the 8 verbal question briefly and as precisely as possible in a time frame of 60 minutes.
Hi, Chris.
Hello.
Okay.
How are we going? Are we on the
Good,
second
thank you.
or are we on the third?
We are nearly done.
3 or 2?
3.
3.
Third
Oh
one.
wow, you guys get the gold. You guys get the chocolates.
Chris, I had a small question. We are
Yeah.
still recording, although. Do we have to do the assessment outcome thing as well? I was just looking, and I think.
Oh, I just have a check, but that's only a 2-minute job, you know.
No, but do we? No. Do we have to do that? The administration part. I think I forgot to do it on a video recording.
Oh, the outcomes and recommendations.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And like name and signature, name, assessment dates, results, submission number.
Yeah.
Can I do it in the second video? Is it possible?
You don't have to video that part. That'll be all right.
Okay. The administration part, I'm talking about the one over here.
What page number?
It is page number 6.
6.
Page number 6. Let me have a look.
Point number 18, I think. I haven't done the mechanism to record.
Yes, that all has to be done. Yeah, we need that bit done on video. Yes.
Okay, so can we do a second video of that?
Yeah, or you can do it next week.
All right, no
You
worries.
don't have to do it tonight.
I think it's just 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do it tonight.
Yep.
Then. Yeah.
All right, no worries.
Yeah, that's part of the validation and
Yeah.
validation outcomes. Yeah, that part. Ideally done on video, but
Yep.
You can finalize very often in the real world.
Yep.
The outcomes get finalized after everybody else leaves anyway. So
Yep.
I'm happy either way with that one. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. Both the other teams only got 2 done. So you guys definitely get the chocolates.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You need to come and physically give us chocolates.
Good. What I'd really like to do though, if it's okay, try and the group of 4 only got 2 done. So to avoid everybody in that room having to sit through 2 validations next week, I'm going to try and find some volunteers so that everybody only has to do 1 more next week. If you could consider that for me. Yeah, that would be nice. Otherwise, they're going to be all night next week validating again, that group of 4. So if I could get everybody to arrive at 6 o'clock and everybody does just 1 validation, then everybody arrive at 5:30, then everybody be finished before 7, rather than having 4 people, that got unlucky with having 4 in their group. Yeah, so have a think about that for me and see if you can volunteer for a validation next week. Otherwise, the group of 4 be all night again. But have a think, and if you're willing, that would be awesome. Okay. Yeah. Sure. All right. So yeah, I'll leave you now, and don't come back to the main room. I'll sign off. Stay. Keep it open, but sign off now. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
night.
Chris.
Yeah, and good work. Yeah. Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
So back to us, Farooq. Can you please take me through your assessment record, please?
No, the verbal knowledge questions.
Oh,
Knowledge, we are on
we are
knowledge.
still
We will do it towards the end.
yeah, you can show his verbal questioning.
Yeah, so I'll go through the mapping. So explain the meaning of 5W40C3 on the oil can.
Yeah,
Describe
Where-
the cycle
correct.
of two.
The answers, Farooq, where are the answers?
you have to go down.
You should have put it
Yeah.
down where you did the mapping, you know.
Exactly, because same I did.
Yeah, sorry. I did the
All
wrong way.
good.
I will fix it later.
Yep.
Yeah.
all
So
good.
I have all the answers here.
Mm.
So
So
describe to
answers here.
Yeah.
Need to go at the bottom.
what
with
are the
the mapping.
employees, responsibility, workplace, responsible. I'll show you the mapping. So to be sure here, like question by question, every one of them has the answers.
Mm. We'll just check the mapping, Farooq, quickly.
Yeah.
One mapping is done, right? Okay.
So
One.
So we'll just capture one more quickly.
yeah,
Describe the cycle of two-stroke engine. Okay.
describe the cycle of two-stroke engine KE6.
Different working. Yeah.
Yeah. Describe the cycle of four-stroke engine KE6.
Yep.
Yes.
State three differences between petrol and diesel engine KE6.
Mm.
And KE2, explain how the hedge trimmer blades move.
Farooq, excuse me for
Yeah.
my understanding. So are we not, so can we write it, describe the cycle of two-stroke engine and four-stroke engine in one section, in one question?
Okay, I will show you the answer for that because
It would be long, little bit long, I think.
Yeah.
And they will
So-
work differently. Mm.
This is the four-stroke engine. This is
Hmm,
the answer.
okay,
And this is like the short way, like point.
okay, bullet points.
And yeah, and this is the other one, the
Mm.
other answer. So if you're gonna make the candidate answer both of them at the same time, it's gonna be a little bit complicated.
We can do one thing. We can put it
Point
into
one,
one, like
yeah.
what is the difference between, you know,
Yeah.
something like that.
Good.
Explain the difference between two-stroke and four-stroke.
You make it
No.
really more difficult like that.
Is it?
Yeah. So if you're gonna talk, I thought about this, but if you're gonna say like, give me difference between two-stroke and four-stroke engines.
Give me one difference, or you know,
Mm.
the cycle of
Yeah.
one.
So I'm gonna describe.
The cycle of.
Yeah, I'm gonna describe the cycle. So
Yeah, it's the whole process. Yeah.
intake, compression, combustion, and then exhaust for the four-stroke engine, and the two-stroke engine is combined. Each two are combined together. So, and we're dealing with level 2, so 2. This type of question is quite difficult
High.
to answer, like, and to make difference between two-stroke and four-stroke and explain it. But if you make them explain, describe the cycle of two-stroke and describe the cycle of four-stroke separately, it's gonna be much easier and less confusing.
Okay. Fantastic work, Farooq.
All right.
Well done.
Thank you.
I think
can
we
you
are
please
left with the
take me-
assessment here.
Sorry, Harpreet, you can go ahead.
Assessment. No, assessment.
Yeah,
Farooq.
that's what I was about to ask. Can you please show us record of assessment? Please.
Actually, record of assessment is not a big deal, to be honest, because
Yeah.
almost does not have anything. Here we go.
No, but we need to
See
look
it.
whether assessment dates are written, name of the candidate, all these assessment results, and in case of not yet competent,
Yeah,
What
just you can
what
see
have
it
you
right
put
now.
in there? Let's
Yeah.
go down to the bottom. Yep.
Can you go
That's
down,
one
Can you
page.
please?
maximize a little bit?
Yeah, I can. I'm struggling to see it.
Yeah. That's better. So assessor name, can you put in the candidate name and the assessor name?
We don't have to put
Oh,
candidate name.
Yeah.
No, because I have
Yeah. Got it.
multiple employees, so it's gonna be
Yep.
empty and gonna be, this is like gonna be filled.
Yeah,
There's-
got it. All good.
Yeah, the only thing I have to write is these three of them and these two.
Hmm. And I think I would
Assessor
like to
name?
check
And-
the
and
action
the-
plan in case of a not yet competent result.
Here we go.
So there needs to be an action plan over there.
Yeah, but this is a template provided by the RTO anyway.
But we need to still have an action plan in place, I think. Let me have a look at mine.
It's right there.
So it should be there.
Okay, go down, Farooq, please.
Well, this the last is Ross
Yeah, that's it.
page.
So we don't need assessor signature here?
We need
It's a blank, what do you call it? Blank template.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be filled by the assessor because I don't know who's gonna do the assessment yet.
Are you not the assessor? Yeah,
I prepared the tool. I can use it,
it.
or
Okay,
could
it
be another
just.
assessor who's gonna use it.
I think it just says include mechanism to record. So these things are there, so it doesn't really matter.
thank you, Farooq. Thank you very much for your fantastic work.
Thank you.
Great work.
Hope
For
to see you next time with great enthusiasm. Thanks.
Thank you.